And I quote, "Keep in mind how fast things pass by and are gone, those that are now and those to come. Existence flows past us like a river. The what is always in constant flux. The why has 1,000 variations. Nothing is stable, not even what's right here. The infinity of past and future gapes before us, a chasm whose depths we cannot see. So it would take an idiot to feel self importance or distress, or any indignation either, as if the things that irritate us lasted." End of quote. That was from Meditations, written by the one and true only Marcus Aurelius. I wanted to start that video with that. Things flow with time and we flow with it. Very straightforward concept. Though, let me pull from my personal experience. In my personal experience, my life, I've just been getting pissed off. I'm going to say it straight up. And I have been because I've been sticking to moments in time where things were flowing. But now, as flow goes on and I almost lose my grapple hold on what I feel that I must hold on to, I gain the clarity of flow, of time passing, of going with it. Marcus, his wisdom is refreshing at times because I can truly see, where he comes from and like how he enlightens a new perspective on my dull mind, which it can be at sometimes. Not to gaslight myself, but to point out that I think in all of our lives we have times where we can strive to see just a little bit more clearer of what's going on, like how is our day going to shape, how is it planned, how are we going to contemplate or just move and deal with the things that actually happen to us. Because by golly, something is going to happen to you throughout your day, and ultimately it's going to have to be you to deal with that. Perhaps you get help from a friend or someone who can actually help, but I mean, even that person, the quality of the helper is someone who probably has the ability to flow, with time. I mentioned in one of my other videos about, I think it's called The Way of the Water. That was a video where I just mentioned this perpetual flow, which kind of runs with the natural rhythm of the world. That video kind of showed you the rhythm of flow and which comes with the natural rhythm of the world, which is more, I would say the extract and the insight from the reading was more maybe indigenous in nature, because the whole concept came from Avatar, The Way of the Water. If you watched the movie, you would kind of get the precept. But even though it's indigenous, it doesn't distill its worth of being something that's valuable to increasing your life. It's just a bit more, I would say, perhaps sacred, in the sense that just that's kind of like the life motto, of someone who does truly live, with the flow, especially if you know anything about indigenous tribes. They all tribes have their own creation story. And it's kind of like religion and Christianity, where you have your core, values of the church. The indigenous tribes would have the core creation story in which they have to adhere by, So that's just a little bit of a, religion, study of religion knowledge for you. But truth part and parcel is that being able to flow with time and being able to let go of things in which you feel you have to hold on to is almost virtue. It brings you closer to the state where you are more able to adapt to the world and grapple with its adversity, which it'll throw at you, as mentioned previously. You almost get closer to the core philosophy of what many religions try to teach and, try to create through the words, through the singing, through the intricate story times, through the practices in which, actually just exists for our sakes. It's all for the sake of being in a nice frequential harmony with the environment around you, and more importantly, the environment which you keep within yourself. How you eat, the quality of your thoughts, how you take care. Do you move around and walk? Like that kind of internal work. And so, I just wanted to read you that quote to just kind of give you that reminder, because I needed that reminder just as much as anyone, and to just kind of pass on this knowledge to you, because my hope is that, just one little itty bits of resonance will slingshot you further towards your best self throughout your day. And I hope I had the opportunity to do so. Though if not, that's okay. That's okay. I am thankful for you listening. And until next time, I'll talk to you.